So what exactly do we need to know then about the Quran?
Well, Muhammad was the best Muslim. And so when Muslims today want to be better Muslims, who are they trying to imitate? Well, they're trying to imitate Muhammad. So like Christians, WWJD, what would Jesus do? We try to imitate Jesus. Muslims want to imitate Muhammad. And so if we look at Muhammad's life, we get an insight. Muhammad was a religious leader for 12 years in Mecca. He only made about 100 converts out of these pagans. He got a little argumentative, and the pagans decided to chase him out in the year 622 AD. He flees to Medina. Medina was a Jewish city with some pagans that were discriminated against, had no voice in the government. The Jews reject Muhammad, and so he goes into the pagan neighborhoods and more or less becomes a community organizer. He gets about 1,000 followers, goes back to the Jews, and he presents himself as a candidate of change. He said, look, I'm an outsider, I'm not from this city, I'm a newcomer to the politics here, I can be objective and fair. So they make a covenant with Muhammad and he becomes a political leader in Medina. So now he's a religious leader and a political leader. Now back in Mecca, that city that chased him out, his followers begin to cause a little disruption and they get chased out too, and they claim that they're victims of harassment, and they show up in Medina destitute. So Muhammad permits them to rob the caravans headed to Mecca in retaliation for the Meccans harassing them and taking their houses. And so Muhammad had 300 warriors. They'd hide along the caravan routes, and he had a whole chapter of the Quran revealed to him on how to distribute booty from robbing caravans, Surah 8, chapter 8. And so the Meccans send 1,000 soldiers to protect their caravan in 624 AD, and Muhammad with just 300 defeats 1,000. He takes this amazing victory as confirmation from Allah that he is to be a military leader. And he goes on to fight in 66 battles and raids in the next 8 years. He even uses the catapult when he attacks cities like the city of Al-Taif. And when he was told the catapult was killing innocent women and children, his response was, they are among them. So suicide bombers today that want to help advance Islam, they kill innocent people because they figure Muhammad did when he used the catapults. And so when we understand he's a religious leader, a political leader, and a military leader, those that follow him shows that Islam is not just a religion, it's a political system and a military system. And so why should we be surprised when we see some of his followers want to imitate his life a little closer? And so Islam's one word with 3 meanings. I use a little allegory to help explain it. The word light, L-I-G-H-T, right? What does it mean? Well, it's a source of illumination, like a lamp. So it's a noun, a thing. Light is also an adjective. It's the opposite of the word heavy, right? It's descriptive. And light is also a verb, like I'm going to light a forest on fire. So it's one word, but it's a noun, an adjective, and a verb. Well, Islam is one word, and some of the fundamental ones want us to treat them like a noun, yet they want to act like a verb. And so we see that under the guise of religion, there's an entire new political and military system that's being introduced.